already know what it is, man. Mr. Pull Up, No Huggy. I heard CDW Media, News Killers, Mr. Reed's Visuals. Y'all know what it is. North Highlands in the building. 4 minutes, man. Y'all better holler at us, man. Y'all all on bigaint.com, man. Put it in our podcast. You know what it is. Holler.
Hey, yo, what's up? Put it in the air podcast. Ziggy Smoke Shop. I'm big popping right here. Make sure y'all join in. There we go, Tom T. Get back up, I'll click it. Make sure you get back and make sure you stay up on
Yeah. Put it in the air podcast. Appreciate it, bro. Keep it one.
Yeah, this is JJ Stone 5 with the 420 kids representing. Got to put it in the air. Put it in the air podcast.
What up? It's your boy Big 8, man. Put it in there podcast coming to your live stream. You know what it is. We got something very, very, very interesting to talk about today. I just don't understand. I ain't gonna lie. Where we at in our country, I just don't understand. And I think that we need to have these conversations out loud. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, I decided to go ahead and make this video. You feel me? Shouts out to our sponsors, man. Shouts out to Ziggy Smoke Shop and Dispensary. You know what I'm saying? Located on Southwest 59th and Western, and also on Northwest 20th and MacArthur. Also, shout out to Alley Cap Processing. You know what I'm saying? Good products. You can find their products in Ziggy. Shouts out to them. Also, Chicken Wings Food Truck, man. Shouts out to Chicken Wings, man, for that slap. You know what it is. You know what it is. But, you know, no further ado, man, since it's a different type of vibe, man, we're going to go on and get into the ritual. You feel me? Y'all ready for the ritual? Let's go and kick this shit off, man. You know what it is.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, we got to put it in there like we always do before we get into what we always get into. You feel me? That's just the way we do it and put it in our podcast. You feel me? Shouts out to everybody who tapped in. I appreciate the love. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, we always going to be coming with something. You feel me? And make sure you hit that like button too. Greatly appreciated. We getting close to monetization, so it'll be to where y'all can join the podcast and stuff like that. So as soon as we hit that mark, I'll make those options available to y'all. But for right now, it's just tuning in and rocking with me. That's all we doing. You know, just tuning in and rocking with me. Also, I got another channel that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna do all gaming on this other channel. So I'm gonna give y'all the link to my gaming channel here soon, and we're gonna start doing that. Also, I got a Twitch account now. We've been going live stream on the YouTube. We've been going live stream on the Twitch. Just make sure y'all tap in, subscribe, rock with your boys. You know what it is. We play 2K. We got Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. We've been playing a lot of DMZ. And then also, I've been on that Division 2. Division is my shit. For all those who don't know about the Division. But listen, no further ado. Y'all ready to get into some bullshit? Because I know some people not going to like what I'm finna say. You know what I'm saying? Here, go ahead and get ready for me to get into some bullshit, because I'm finna get on some bullshit. So listen, let's start off by talking about the individuals that we are talking about. I got a few video clips from a few different places. Shouts out to 60 Minutes. Shout out to Reuters. Shout out to Brute America. Shout out to Washington Post. And shout out to 9 News. I went and did a little research and just a little background on all of the individuals that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Brittany Griner. We're going to be talking about the Merchant of Death, Victor Bout, I think his name is. And then we're also going to be talking about Paul Whelan, because these are 3 different individuals that are kind of like the topic of this conversation. And it's just some shit I don't understand. Like, I'm going to just keep it 100. It's just a lot of shit I don't understand. And it's a lot of stuff that we dealing with. That Ziggy shirt look crazy. I got to fix that shirt. It's just a lot of stuff we got to fix in our country. Like, it's like Biden is starting to get so much backlash for not doing a motherfucking thing and not being as good as Trump was, that he's doing like frivolous shit to try to make it seem like he's trying to help people. I mean, he really hasn't accomplished nothing since he's been in office. I would love to debate it. We can catch me on the late night vibes on a Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? We can have that conversation. I'm just saying that people talk so bad about Trump because they didn't like him personally. It's not necessarily about what he did or didn't do. You feel what I'm saying? But what we finna do is we finna get into a few video clips, you know what I'm saying? And just talk about the character of the people that we talking about. You feel me? They call dude the Merchant of Death. What the fuck? Anyway, so I'm supposed to play a few clips. Shout out to these people's channels once again. And the fair use is up. You feel me? You know what it is. It's going to be a fair use before each one of them, because YouTube been kind of tight on, you know what I'm saying, how long and what you can play of people's stuff. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Brittany first. Yeah, let's talk about Brittany first. Give y'all a little information on these people. Now, look, one thing that stands out to me in that little clip, and I know it was short, that little clip that I just played about Brittany Griner, is that they admit that she was caught committing a crime. So she's a criminal, right? You got a whole country of criminals over here that have been caught doing a crime and have been forced to deal with a situation, whether it be probation or whether it be a jail sentence or whatever it is. A lot of people was upset talking about, well, it was just a vape pen and such and such and such and such. That's a whole nother freaking country, bruh. They laws and all that stuff is different. It's not the same as the United States. So you can't base how they deal with crime off of a whole nother country. They got a whole different government and everything. So how can we pass judgment about how they deal with crimes that they deal with on a daily basis? You see what I'm saying? It was just kind of some bullshit to begin with. But I got another video just telling us a little more about Miss Griner. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into that right quick. Hey, my weed keep going out. It's gonna be a disclaimer before all of these. Just got to put the fair use disclaimer out there.
Brittany Griner is an icon on the court. She's a champion. She's a gold medalist. And off the court, though, she came out as a gay woman before even signing her contract with the Phoenix Mercury.
Brittany Griner was arrested on drug charges after Russian customs officials said they found vape cartridges that contained cannabis oil in her luggage at an airport near Moscow.
Now, what's crazy to me is they like to emphasize the fact that she's a part of the LGBT community. I don't know all the abbreviation. I don't know the whole thing. No disrespect to nobody, but they make it clear when they're talking about her accomplishments, they make it clear to add in the fact that she is a participator and supporter of that movement. I think that play into all this shit. I ain't gonna lie. It has to. It has to, because she literally got caught committing the crime. Like, it ain't no they said she had it and she didn't have the shit. She had the shit. So it's like, how do you be against her having to deal with the consequences of her actions? It ain't like she forgot she had them. She knew she had that shit. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that she should have got 9 years. I'm not saying that she should have been locked up. I can't pass a judgment on them people's laws because I don't know them. Most of y'all don't even know American law or state law, let alone laws in another country. Like, y'all not doing no research. Y'all just passing judgment because y'all feel a certain way. That ain't necessarily the right thing to do, man. I'm just saying. All right, bet. So now we finna talk a little bit about the person that they swapped her for, Mr. Bout. Let's run some information about Mr. Bout and see what y'all think about this. Oh yeah, Fair Use gonna be on everything. You can yeah. Don't even trip. Yeah, we're not stealing. We're just using this stuff for education.
Victor Bout, in my eyes, is one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
On the face of the earth.
Without a doubt.
Listen, he just said this dude is one of the most dangerous people on the face of the earth. Keep in mind, this dude is one of the most dangerous people on the face of the earth. And we are exchanging him, for a basketball player who actually committed a crime. Am I the only one looking at this shit like this? I've been seeing a lot of people's comments. I've been seeing a lot of videos. Am I the only person looking at it? Dude's name is the merchant. Here, I'm going to let them tell you. Hold on.
Mike Braun, the former chief of operations for the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, told us Bout first exploded on the scene in war-torn West Africa in the late 1980s. Elevating bloody conflicts from machetes and single-shot rifles to
AK-47s, not by the thousands, but by the tens of thousands.
So he weaponizes civil war in Africa.
He transformed these young adolescent warriors into insidious, mindless, maniacally driven killing machines that operated with assembly line efficiency.
Wowzers. So they saying this man is responsible for weaponizing this country to have a civil war against itself. And he also supplied the weapons. So now look, that can be looked at completely two different ways, right? Let's be fair. He ain't American, but still he's human. Let's be fair. Those people could have been being oppressed, and he may have aided those people in protecting themselves against oppression. That's a possibility. Or it's a possibility he just incited a riot and then gave these people rifles, and all they had was machetes at first. So he evened the playing field, but also started some shit. I don't know. That shit ain't my business. But what I'm saying is the fact that there were a lot of deaths and this man's involvement was very active in these situations, it would make him dangerous. Because if he could take people in a country, supply them with weapons so they can fight back, what if he came to the United States of America and supplied all of a certain culture or race of people with things to go to war and protect themselves, and it could excite a war over here. So I could see this man being dangerous in a lot of ways. You see what I'm saying? He's somebody that may need to be, I ain't gonna say, I don't know. He may need to be incarcerated. You feel what I'm saying? We trade him for Miss Griner, who actually committed crime. Like, let's hear some more about this guy, man. Let's hear some more about this guy. I got a little more about this guy. Just saying, man. I ain't trying to be a jerk or nothing. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna trade? This dude is an Avengers
The U.S.
villain.
indicted him on 4 terror-related charges, including conspiracy to kill Americans.
What makes him a threat to the United States?
He is a shadow facilitator. He's arming not only designated terrorist groups, insurgent groups, but he's also arming very powerful drug trafficking cartels around the globe.
That's where it gets complicated. This is when you can't give him no props, because he done got involved with all of the illegal groups and stuff like that. This guy is going around supplying people with weapons that make them able to fight against the government, fight against other groups, terrorize innocent people. Yeah, this guy's dangerous. I'm just saying. I'm not tripping, bro. For real. I'm not tripping. This guy's dangerous as hell. Let's hear a little bit more about him, man, and then we're going to discuss the guy that got left over there that's been over there. You know what I'm saying? Paul Whelan. Because there's some stuff to say about him, too. Keep it 100.
He appeared to have little in the way of firm ideology, placing business above politics. His clients included rebel groups and militias from Congo to Angola and Liberia. In Afghanistan, he sold guns to Islamist Taliban insurgents and their foes in the pro-Western Northern Alliance. The end only came in 2008, after an elaborate sting operation by the US Drug Enforcement Administration in Bangkok. There, Bout was arrested by Thai police.
Yeah, Buddy was like Magneto. Yeah, Buddy was like Sergeant Stryker. I'm just saying, like, he was like the bad dude on G.I. Joe in real life. Now, keep in mind, like I said, some of those places that they named, them could have been oppressed people. That it may have been some people he helped, but that don't mean that he didn't give guns to the people who didn't need help and had bad ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? He was just supplying the shit for everybody that he wanted to do business with. So, like they said, he put business over politics. So whoever you beefing with, I'm gonna sell you what you want to buy, and I'm gonna keep it pushing, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. He was kind of like a mercenary. Yeah, and we traded this dude with a country that we ain't supposedly not seeing eye to eye with, for a basketball player who really committed a crime that people in our own country is locked up for right now. We ain't releasing everybody in our own country that got caught with a vape in the wrong place. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just my truth. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like it's some bullshit. I don't wish jail on nobody, but I also wish people would move right. When I went to jail for what I went to jail for, I knew that I had some kind of ties to this situation, whether it was just being friends with a person or whatever. So when it got to a point to where the fight wasn't working for me, I did what I had to do. I went and did my time. Why am I supposed to do my time for my crime, but you can't do yours for yours because you play basketball? That's just a bad message to send to the country. And then we release you on some shit and let go Dr. Robotnik and shit. This nigga's Dr. Robotnik. Any villain that you can think of, Penguin. Like, he's a lot of these people in real life. Yeah, you entertained by Batman and shit, but you ain't thinking, nigga, how many people died in Batman? Joker, Penguin, all them people killed so many people. So many of their goons died. A lot of death, bro. I'm saying. For real. I'm just saying. But On the other side, Paul Whelan, he been locked up for espionage in Russia for a long time. And I don't know much about his case, but I'm not gonna lie, the character references for him ain't good at all. Like, it was like he was always, it's the way they talk about him, and it may be wrong because somebody else said he was a salesman or something, but that he had started doing a whole bunch of faulty shit trying to get some money because he was in debt or because he needed money. And then all of a sudden he became a citizen of all these other countries. So, you know, and then like he didn't have no more service ties to the United States. Like he was already discharged. So it's like, what are you doing? You know too much. What are you doing? You know, but let's hear a little bit about what they say about Mr. Whelan. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think this is him talking. Hold on. Let's check this out. Let's see what he had to say. He kind of threw me off with what he said, too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm greatly disappointed that more has not been done to secure my release, especially as the 4-year anniversary of my arrest is coming up. I was arrested for a crime that never occurred. I'm happy that Brittany is going home today and that Trevor went home when he did. But I don't understand why I'm still sitting here. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go home. I just need an airplane to come and get me.
Now, he's saying he just need an airplane to come get him. So that makes me feel like that Russia done released him as far as his legal stuff. The country just got to come get him, kind of like transport. Like if I'm in trouble in Oklahoma and Texas want to give me expedited, I gotta wait for the expediters to pick me up. But they got like a limited amount of time. I don't know if that's what he's going through, and the United States just ain't came to get him, or what's going on. But to my understanding, he was locked up and they got him doing time. So, but this is the little character reference I was talking about. This is important to listen to too, though. Because I ain't gonna lie, man, you kind of start thinking he's a shady character by the information that you get from him. And some of this may be true, some of this may not be true. But this is what they're saying.
Paul Whelan is a 48-year-old man from Michigan. He works doing security for an auto parts manufacturer. He's a former Marine and a former police officer. Just before New Year's, he was arrested in Russia on charges of espionage. So the facility where he's being held is a pretty notorious jail, and at some point as he's awaiting trial, which may be for several months, there's every presumption that he will be moved into the general population with other Russians. In the Marines, he was deployed twice to Iraq, largely in administrative capacities. He never saw combat. And in 2008, he was given what's called a bad conduct discharge, which is different than a dishonorable discharge. He was convicted of attempts to steal thousands of dollars in funds, and he was also writing bad checks. Anytime somebody is writing checks for money they don't have, it could be a pretty clear indication that they're in debt. That's important because when intelligence agencies are looking for people to recruit, they often will turn to people who have money problems, who need some money quickly. We don't know if that's what happened in this case, but what we do know is that he appears not to have been working for any American government.
So they paint this picture about this dude like he was in the Marines, like he's like a decorated Marine and shit. And this dude actually got a bad conduct discharge for playing people money and trying to access money that he don't have. It's just, I don't know. I think, you know, people can put up the fight that, but see, they say he's still awaiting trial. I don't know what the laws is in Russia about how long you can have, how long they can put off a trial, but 4 years, that's a long time. And if you still fighting your case, how can you expect the United States to come get you? You got to go through your proceedings. You got to go through due process. I would assume you couldn't just be waiting for trial and go to another country, that two countries that ain't seeing eye to eye. You know, so yeah. I don't know, man. I think we need to look at this stuff a little deeper, man. It's so easy to hear a little bit of information and be like, oh man, wooty wooty woo, man, this is a great thing. This is really like crazy. You know, we kind of into it with them motherfuckers. We just sent Magneto, Dr. Robotnik, or Penguin, so he can team up with Penguin or Dr. Robotnik and find out what they know and get into some whole other shit. And it ain't nothing we can do about it because we in the United States. And we just released this nigga to him. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think we tripping. I think it's a very sad day in our country. These ain't even the same type of criminals. You got a stupid crime. Just a negligent, stupid crime. That's all you can. It's just not. It makes absolutely no sense. You don't want to get high that bad. And keep in mind, you might have done this 50 times. And the fact that America and Russia ain't really buddy, but where they probably, I think they buddy on the low to keep it 100. I think most of this is an act. But man, this all look like a setup. And then you got the stuff with Biden's son, with him having business and negotiations and doing deals with Russians on the low. We wasn't never into it with the Russians to begin with. It was really Ukraine and the Russians. And then we had something to say, and that's when that conversation started. Really shit, we ain't really been into the man. I think this is damage control. I think that's what this is. That's just like with the thing with Bush and then Bin Laden them. I think that was damage control. To me, that feel like damage control. That don't look like natural order or things that the way shit's supposed to go. I think that's damage control. And you know, when you do damage control, you have to deal with the aftermath of damage control. You know what I'm saying? I think it's some damage control. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that. You know what I'm saying? Think on it. Check out the video. Let me know what you think. And I'm always open to have that conversation with people with different opinions. I think it's good that we all be having different opinions. It helps us shine lights on different parts of stuff so we can think subjectively. You know what I'm saying? Because if you only got limited information, sometimes it's easy to have a one-track mind. But, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, man, appreciate y'all tapping in. It's your boy. Shouts out to Alley Cat, Ziggy's. You know what I'm saying? Chicken wings and things. You feel me? Shouts out to our sponsors, man. I love y'all. We're going to have some more events coming up. I'm thinking about doing something monthly. Kind of doing like a live remote with everybody coming in. And yeah, we do the whole thing live stream, kind of like a little talk show. I got some things in motion, man. So just stay tuned in. Keep rocking with your boy. We got this. Oh, yeah. And shouts out to all the new subscribers. And shouts out to Just Jay with the AFC podcast. Shows all kind of love. I appreciate you, boy, for real. And if y'all haven't subscribed, man, go subscribe to that man channel, man. I be talking about some good shit. Real informative. Real talk. But I love y'all. Peace.
Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. Mr. Pull Up, No Huggy. I heard CDW Media, News Killers, Mr. Reed's Visuals. Y'all know the North Highlands in the building. 4 minutes, man. Y'all better holler at us, man. Y'all all want BigAint.com, man. Put it in our podcast. You know what it is. Holler.
Hey, yo, what's up? Put it in the air podcast. Ziggy Smoke Shop. I'm Ricky Bobby right here. Make sure y'all do it. There we go, Tom T. Get back up, I'll click it. Make sure you get it back and make sure you stay up on
Yeah. Put it in the air podcast. Appreciate it, bro. Keep it one.
Yeah, this is JJ Stone 5 with the 420 kids representing. Got to put it in the air. Put it in the air podcast.